Hello, and welcome to the Eviction Prevention Workshop, or Poor Housekeeping. My name is Mr. Whipple, Service Coordinator here at McCullough Homes, and we're going to walk through this together and talk about eviction prevention and poor housekeeping. Let's get started. Beginning with the obligations of the resident according to Section 13 of the lease, we see that the resident has many responsibilities in keeping the apartment or the unit clean. This includes keeping dwelling unit, walls, floors, cabinets, windows, doors, ceilings, woodwork, appliances, and fixtures of the interior clean and free of grease, dirt, trash, debris, obstruction, clutter, unsanitary matter, and hazards. We do encourage you to read Section 13 of the lease to familiarize and refamiliarize with the obligations of the resident. In addition, we encourage residents to maintain individual trash areas by making sure they dispose of all garbage, rubbish, and other waste from the dwelling unit using the appropriate facilities provided. We also encourage residents to cut individual grass and cleaning lawn areas, clean common hallway tile, and keep clean the common areas of their units. Again, we encourage residents to read and reread Section 13 of the lease as it deals with the obligations of the resident according to housekeeping. Over the next few slides, we will see examples of poor housekeeping in units. In this slide, we see an example of poor housekeeping in a living room. You can see debris and trash all over the floor. You can also see furniture misplaced. And we see that the resident has not done a good job with keeping the living room in proper working order. This is a picture of a kitchen in need of housekeeping. As you can tell, there are papers on the floor. The table is in disarray. Even the stove and cooking area needs to be cleaned or even gutted out. This is an example of poor housekeeping and should be completely overhauled. This is unacceptable in the Housing Authority of Baltimore City and could result in eviction. This is an example of a bedroom in need of poor housekeeping. Again, we have furniture in disarray, we have clutter on the desk and even on the floor. There needs to be organization all around the bedroom. Even the fan is a fire hazard by the way it is situated. And of course, the power surge on the floor is overloaded. We want to encourage residents to make sure that they do a healthy amount of cleaning in every room every month so that the clutter will not accumulate. Next, let's take a look at a bathroom that needs to be cleaned. This bathroom has little to no room to maneuver. This includes cleaning and washing of oneself. Bathrooms like these should be cleaned out weekly so that accumulation will not occur. To be clear, let's take a look at a list of poor housekeeping issues. A list of poor housekeeping issues include mold, clutter, bed bugs, clogging, hoarding, rodents, safety hazards, physical property damage. You are not alone in your support systems that help you with housekeeping. It is recommended that you reach out to your support system to assist in the cleaning process. These include family members, friends, your church family, and various agencies that can assist in the housekeeping process. In addition to those outside of the house, we want to get everybody in the house involved as well. Please don't go it alone. Get the entire household involved. A good rule of thumb is if you live there, clean there. As you clean, here are a list of items not to go in the toilet: baby wipes, Q-tips, and cotton pads, feminine products or sanitary napkins, condoms, diapers, dental floss, paper towels and tissues, medication, cigarette butts, kitty litter, hair, gum, cooking grease, fish, food, and bleach. Here we have an example of a clean, intimate space. No, it may not be a big unit, but you see that the kitchen and adjacent living room are both clean and usable. Yes, an intimate space can be both clean and usable if kept up properly. Here we see a clean kitchen from top to bottom. Yes, the appliances are clean, the dishes are put away, and the countertops are also clean. We can make this happen if the kitchen is cleaned after each use and we see the floors are also mopped and swept properly. Let's take a look at one of the most used rooms in any home, the bedroom. Notice how there are no clothes on the floor, the bed is made, and everything is in its proper place. Yes, we know that the bedroom is used most often, but it is also a room that can be taken care of the most to make one's living situation most comfortable. Let's take a look at a clean bathroom. Yes, again, we notice how things are put in its proper place and there is constant cleaning being done. Although the bathroom is one of the most used rooms in anyone's house or apartment, constant cleaning can be done for the upkeep of the bathroom. Pay special attention to the sink area where things are put in its proper place and cleaned after each use. Now we're going to take a look at hoarding in our units. Take a look at these pictures that deal with hoarding in a major and a significant way. You may ask yourself, what is hoarding? We're going to take a look at that now through the Housing Authority of Baltimore City's definition of hoarding. Hoarding, the acquisition of and failure to discard a large number of possessions that appear to be useless or of limited value. Hoarding includes living spaces that are sufficiently cluttered so as to preclude activities for which those spaces are designated. Additionally, significant distress or impairment in functionality caused by the hoarding. Here are some examples of some hoarding issues. In this living space, we really can't see the floor, and it seems as if all of the items have taken over the living space. In this basement area, although we have boxes that are mainly organized in one area, it is difficult to see the floor in which to walk and other areas of the basement itself. This is considered hoarding. This is a drastic example of hoarding, but still we do see overuse of items, many of which should have been thrown out years ago, but they are still here. In hoarding, you have to make sure you clean out your unit every 6 months of items that you have not used in quite some time. You may have asked the question, when does hoarding become a legal issue? Well, let's cover that now. Hoarding becomes a legal issue when it violates applicable housing, health, and safety standards, including those for animals. It becomes a legal issue when it endangers vulnerable people as defined by state law. This includes children, elders, and persons with disabilities. Examples of lease violations include blocking exits and fire hazards. In addition, examples of lease violations include garbage. It violates the lease, HUD standards, local or state health and safety codes, and animal cruelty standards. Examples of lease violations include odor and infestation. Also, unusable bathroom facilities. In addition, animals having multiple animals, feces, or unattended litter, and damage to carpets and other property. Let's go over some essential lease requirements as set by HUD. Payment of rent in a timely manner. Do not interfere with peaceful enjoyment of neighbors. Maintain unit in a decent, safe, and sanitary condition. No code violations. Follow reasonable house rules. HUD house rules may include requirements for garbage disposal, including of grease, smoking materials, used syringes, or other biohazards, keeping kitchen and bathroom fixtures in operable and sanitary condition, including no scum or mold buildup, and clean drains. HUD house rules also include the prohibiting of storage or hazardous materials, blocking of exits, overloading circuits and hazardous use of extension cords, garbage or clutter that attracts insects or rodents or produces foul odors. HUD House Rules 3 may prescribe repair maintenance standards, prompt reporting of repair needs, clear access to repair area, prompt reporting of infestation, cooperation with necessary extermination. HUD sanitary standards for your cats may require changing of cat litter, but no more than twice a week. May require removing waste from litter, but no more than once a day. For cats and dogs, may prescribe disposal of litter and waste, require control of both noise and odor. HUD standards include Section 8 housing quality standards and a pet policy. Hoarding disorder to engage in recovery, provided mental health therapy sessions, provided professional organization working sessions, and connection to community support agencies. All of this may be overwhelming to you, but let me give you some tips on how to get started. First and foremost, realize not everything has to be done all at once. You don't have to do it all in one day. Reach out to family members, friends, church groups, agencies, etc., even neighbors for support mentally and physically. Break tasks into small, reachable goals. If you get tired or distracted easily, set a timer for 15 minutes. Create boxes and bags in 4 categories: donate, recycle, throw away, and keep. Get organized. You most likely will make what seems like a bigger mess in order to create a safe environment. Keep at it. Stay in contact with your service coordinator if you are struggling. Communication is key. You do not have to do this by yourself. Create a routine check in appointment with your service coordinator. Continue to make progress. Yes, you can do this. And we are not expecting a perfect apartment, just a livable one. Here are a list of questions to ask yourself before discarding. Do I need it? Do I have a plan to use this? Have I used this in the past year? Can I get it elsewhere? Do I have enough space for it already clear and available? Do I love it? Here are some questions to ask yourself for acquiring these things. Do I have immediate use for this? Do I really need it? How many do I already have? Can I get by without it? Do I feel compelled to have it? Can I afford it comfortably? Do I have time to deal with it appropriately? Can I maintain it? Is this helping me reach my ultimate goal of keeping my housing? We hope this presentation has been helpful to you in keeping and maintaining the cleanliness of your unit. This presentation has been furnished by the Housing Authority of Baltimore City, Office of Resident Services. Have a great day.